just to continue off from the first video, right back into it. Forget the Diddy situation. It's not that serious if you really look at it. It seems like it's just something orchestrated so they can just sell a whole bunch of side stories to make money. Meanwhile, they detected something. NASA, meaning NASA, however you want to pronounce it. They detected like something the size of a city that was on its way to planet Earth. All right. So besides all this other stuff with the 23andMe and everybody's DNA being stolen, and all 16, it was 16 executives who left and stepped down, and they left all that damn money. They was millionaires making millions a year, and when that stuff got stolen, they left and shut it down. It's stuff like that. But the other part is NASA reported that it was like some type of big object the size of a city, not the size of a projects or the size of a house or even the size of a park. A city. Now, Yonkers is the fourth biggest city in New York. It's pretty big. So I don't know how big this situation was on the radar, but it was a trick to it. At first, it was off course, traveling to like the water. So it was going to be. They didn't call it an asteroid. They didn't have the right name for this entity. They called it smart, and it had technology because it was on its way to Earth. And then they said it shifted. I mean, it was on its way to the water, and then it shifted, and now it's looked like it's coming to Earth. And it made a move, like a robotic move on its own. So they don't know whether it was just luck. It's like a big rock, and it was just lucky, and it just got pushed, or if it's something extra terrestrial, quote unquote, or whatever. See, what you fail to realize is they told you a long time ago that global warming had different effects. When you hear global warming, you automatically think, oh, we're about to be in summer 24/7. It's about to be the beach weather every day in all 52 states. No, that's not the definition of global warming. It actually gets colder. It's the polar opposite. It's a 180, not a 360. It gets colder first. And as it gets colder, right, in the polar capsules, when they melt, the steam, the fog, everything that the capsules was made of, it starts to spread into the earth. And if you don't think that's going to affect you, like a smudge, a fog, or smug, extra clouds, dirty, strong clouds, think about it like that. Corona clouds is very possible. You've seen a thundercloud on my page. They showed you how a rainstorm can happen, how a thunderstorm can happen. It's this little cloud. The cloud gets hard through weather, right? It takes a solid like ice. You put liquid into the freezer, and then you got an ice cube. That's the same thing that happens when it's about to rain. So when it finally appears, it looks like kind of like a UFO because that's all of what it is, and it's full of a whole bunch of energy because that's what's and gas and stuff like that's all is in the earth, and it's just pulsating and it's giving away its energy to everything that it's either like near or above, even below when it goes underwater. That's a part of global warming. The water is the water is moving, right? Because we are in gravity. It shows you. You people keep bringing up the Bible and saying the firmament, right? And you keep relating the firmament as a flat surface because of the words that you're hearing. You still don't understand that there's land underwater. So even way under the sea, there's land. And guess what? the land has a different type of puddle. So there's a different type of water that's under the water. Believe it or not. So, for instance, if you take gasoline and you take water, take a big bucket of water and then put gasoline, just a little bit of gasoline, or anything that's like, all right, not even just gasoline, something like soup. Take soup water and put it in regular water, or take some pork or some chicken, put it in some water, right? Then take the pork and the chicken out, and the leftover water, pour it into the fresh water, and you'll see what I'm talking about. How there's puddles of water underwater sitting on the ground, on the firmament. That alone is going to start a motion. It could be a back and forth motion. It could be an up and down motion. It can be a circle, or it could be a counterclockwise circle. It just doesn't matter. It's all about the gravity and the force and the pull. If you really think that you can live all the way up in the sky, right? You think you could breathe in the sky? Think about that. If you was at where the clouds, all right, an airplane. Do you really think you can breathe with an airplane? Like if you was just if the window was just to open, you could just no, you can't. It's just like putting your head outside of a car window and you're going 100 miles per hour. It feels different. That's how you people know that the firmament is just that. It's firm planet, and there's a whole bunch of stuff holding it down. Firmament, not landscape, flat ground. Firmament, meaning it's something holding us down. Firm, okay, not flat. Y'all keep taking words and y'all keep confusing them. Okay? And temperature has everything to do with it because there's a sun and there's a moon. There's humidity. There's grass and trees. So keep thinking that we're in a flat surface, right? And it's just a flat surface and we're indoors. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Yeah. If you keep thinking that, you drive yourself crazy. You'll wind up jumping out a damn window. I think that's obvious that this shit isn't flat. There's hills, okay. There's mountains, okay. So it's just a plain landscape with just a hill. The hill just can't. The mountain didn't just rupture up. And a volcano also, because there's volcanoes underwater. That's what you people fail to realize. And all a volcano is just eruption, erosion, ground. That's all it is. And the reason why it moved is because the damn planet is moving. And you will never understand it. Because like they said, the air, the gravity is holding us flat. It's just like that amusement park. You ever been to an amusement park? And you went to the space shuttle? Remember the space shuttle that spins you around 360? Or 980, 920? And it gets you dizzy? Yeah, that's how planet Earth is. It's just way, 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 way better. You notice you're stuck on a wall like this. You ever seen somebody get sick on that thing? On one of those UFO spaceship amusement park rides? Yeah. If they regurgitate or anything, it stays right there and comes right back in their face. It doesn't come out like that. It goes just like this and comes right back to their face. You know how a frog got a tongue, and when he sees a fly or a cricket or something, the tongue snatches the cricket and it comes right back in his mouth? Right. That's what we're living in right now. And I don't know why you people don't understand that. To say that we're on a flat surface and the water is moving and then ruptures come up and all of a sudden the ground is breaking, right? The ground is breaking and it breaks up. It doesn't always break apart. Sometimes it erodes. Yes, it rises up. It cracks and it rises up. and it'll be like, lopsided, unleveled, or certain miracles. It's a perfect structure after it. I don't understand why people don't. You don't understand that. You seen a magnet perform. A magnet. You seen what magnets do. You see that there's magnets outside, not just in households. There's certain type of reactions that have magnets, a magnetic reaction. I think that's obvious. You gotta really look. Stop being selfish. Look how huge planet Earth is really, you know? Instead of just rebelling against everything we was taught, the realization, let's be real about it. Y'all looked at a globe and y'all questioned it because you could put the world in your hands. You could pick up a globe. There's no humans picking up the earth. So if nothing makes sense, because if the gravity in the flat earth or the round earth doesn't make no sense, you have to realize that it's too large in size to have the same reaction or the same answer that you're trying to settle for. You can't sit up here and say that everything is flat. It's a flat earth. You can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because if it was a flat earth and it was just nothing there, there will be no such thing as a volcano. A volcano happens through magnets. Magnets, yes. Magnetic forces. You can't say magnets are fake. Magnetic forces are real. Magnets go hand in hand with metal. You understand that? Metal. Metal is built into the earth already, in the crust and everything. It's just not soil, sand, grass, and all that other stuff. No, it's metal objects already embedded. It's rocks. Rocks are solid. Certain rocks can turn into metal. Certain rocks are made from metals. How you think you get gold? How you think you get diamond? That's in the world. That's obvious. I don't know what's wrong with people. Y'all try to be too smart. And y'all try to be too woke. They taught you something, they ain't lie to you. You cannot prove them wrong. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all looked at a globe and you tried to question everything because you had the world in your hands and you had a visualization of the earth and you just tried to accept something else, not really understanding how big the planet really is. Get the globe out your mind, all right? Because that's what y'all doing. I know you're flawed. I know what you're thinking. I know why you're wrong in everything. It's because you've seen a model of the planet. In all reality, if they never showed you that, you wouldn't question anything. Because the earth is way too big, way too large. This planet right here, way too large to put in anybody's hand. And certain effects happen the way they happen. If you look over there in them Asian countries, all them bugged out storms that happen, like the hurricanes and the tsunamis, and you see that? You see that part of the world? Okay, that type of stuff is not going to always happen in New York. Why is that? The functionality of the planet is different in various places. Y'all have to realize that. Yes, different parts of the world are functioning different. Duh. Certain places is hotter, certain places is colder. Certain places it rain, certain places it don't. Certain places it snow, certain places it don't. They have different type of storms that happen in the world that do not happen in America. Raining acid. You ever seen a acid rain? Oh my goodness. Do you know rain is not water? Rain is an action. Rain is an action. Rain is not water. I don't know if people forgot that, but rain It's raining water. Okay, okay. It's an action. You see how it's a downpour? Okay, it can rain acid too. You see the difference between that and hailing? You see how rain is, but hailing is something different? Snowing is something different? Yeah, it can rain fire. It's an action. Rain is not really water. Rain is an action. It's the downpour. It's how it comes down. But certain people, they teach certain things and they change certain things. They change certain meanings. They change certain words. Just like back in the day, 1,000 pounds used to be 1 ton. Now 1 ton is 2,000 pounds or something like that. They change metrics. They change words and definitions. I understand that. But realize you're safe where you're at. Because if you go somewhere else where humans aren't, because if you look at I guarantee you that mankind has not conquered Earth. We are not living every place and everywhere on Earth. There are places, scattered places on Earth, that humans do not live. And it's not livable at all. All right? Always remember that. So just to keep you up on certain things, if you see rain coming out the sky, or hail, or any type of weather, right? Or if you see a shooting star, or I got your attention with the shooting star, just know above the planet, there's something else. We don't know if it's falling off like a tree. Leaves fall from a tree. We don't know if it's that and it's hitting Earth. But all we know is that the Earth is way too big. And there's way more dangerous stuff that happens on certain sides of the Earth that people don't go. Okay? So be fortunate and don't wish this shit on us. Because that's what y'all do. Y'all keep asking for more proof and more questions. And then when this shit comes and electrocutes the shit out you right in your face, you got your answer. Be aware. You cannot live underwater normally. You can't. So that means everything that lives underwater is alien to you. Yes, it's alien to you. You cannot live too deep up into the sky. But certain things can. So what does that mean? It's alien to you. I mean, what's so hard about that? Why piss people off by making content denying everything that they taught us? Why? They just want to prove you wrong and make it hurt you. Come on. Poison sumac? Poison ivy? Where did that come from? You should see it. You should see the park. I've been over here my whole entire life. I've been in this park thick and thin. I didn't seen it all in this park. The Jamaicans and the Haitians used to cut chickens, the heads off the chickens on the basketball court and leave the blood and candles on the basketball. I didn't seen it all. All of a sudden, they have infectious plants growing out of nowhere. They said they might shut the park down. I told them it was a dude on illegal steroids with his dog shitting back there for 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. They've been going to the bathroom back there for 10 years. I think some poisonous, infectious shit might grow too. I had to see it myself. I went over there and looked at the dog's defecation because the dog's eyes is turning rotten white. We haven't seen him or his dog. They probably passed away. Him and his dog had matching eyes. His dog has it like cataracts, like how the Undertaker used to turn his eyes in the back of his head. That's how his eyes look, and that's how his dog's eyes look. They've been shitting back there for 10 years. Now infectious plants is growing back there. If you know about the intravenous steroids, they got monkey DNA, what is it? Ostrich DNA, bear DNA, eagle, falcon DNA, fish DNA. You see what I'm saying? Putting into humans. If you look at the bottom, and they said it's a natural fact. They dug up the soil. They went to the bottom of the sea, right? And his DNA, everything has DNA. They got the sludge in the soil from the bottom of the sea. They compared it to human body, everything that was human. Do you know there was a 9% match, a DNA from everything that came from under the sea to a human body? So all the minerals and all the, I guess, garbage, whatever it is that's under the water, it had 9% of what we have in our body. Now that's crazy. And we can't live under there. I'm just saying. So, you want to keep mixing and matching, injecting yourself with lion hormones or cheetah hormones or a whale or something, whatever the hell they do. Of course you're going to make something that's infectious. Of course. This is the things that happen. Now think about the biolab. Was it a terrorist attack? Really think about that. They just swept it. That'd drive us crazy. Right now, Channel 9 News, Channel 7 News, if they told the truth and said the biolab was just bombed by terrorists, instead of saying it was an accident, say it was bombed by terrorists, we all gonna panic. Tell the truth, right or wrong. So, y'all gotta be aware of what y'all say and what y'all do on these platforms making this money, because you could piss off a brainiac or a scientist and then something else is gonna happen. I'm just being dead ass serious with you. I'm not gonna hold nothing back. Okay? I'm not gonna hold anything back. The metals is in the ground. Diamonds, platinum, and all of that is all within the crust of the earth. These things are being made naturally. You have to realize that the earth is moving. That means it's alive. Just because it's not talking, just because it's not driving a car or working a 9 to 5, doesn't mean it's not alive. And that's what y'all fail to realize. It's a whole bunch of stuff happening. The CERN situation. Remember I talked about CERN in Switzerland with the portal, generating the portal, trying to cut air, black holes and stuff like that. I said when you rub your eyes, you see the spots. Okay, that's symbolic to the realm of hell. That's what they think. Yeah. That's what's happening right now. So this whole Diddy situation and everybody else, that drink is a straight cover-up. Straight cover-up. They just trying to break stories just to make some money, just to break another one. Look at the weather. Facts. It's October. Think about the last 2 weeks of August. It was 50 degrees. 42 degrees. Think about that.